It was a dreary afternoon when I received the letter that would change my life forever. Rain tapped rhythmically against the windows of my modest London apartment as I sat at my cluttered desk grading my students' essays. An envelope, embossed with an ornate family crest I hadn't seen in years, lay unopened beside me. Taking a deep breath, I broke the seal and unfolded the crisp parchment within. Dear Miss Blackwood, we regret to inform you of the passing of your great-uncle, Lord Reginald Blackwood. As his sole surviving heir, you have inherited Blackwood Manor and its accompanying estate in Yorkshire. We request your presence at the manor to discuss the particulars of the inheritance. Sincerely, Harrison & Co. Solicitors. My heart raced. I had only met Lord Reginald once, as a child, during a brief family visit. The memory was hazy, but I recalled a stern man with piercing blue eyes and a voice that commanded attention. My parents had seldom spoken of him, and the Blackwood lineage was shrouded in mystery. Curiosity piqued. I decided to take a leave of absence from my teaching position and journey to Yorkshire. The prospect of owning an estate was daunting, but the allure of uncovering my family's secrets was irresistible. The train ride to Yorkshire was long and uneventful, the landscape transforming from bustling cityscapes to rolling hills and dense forests. I gazed out the window, lost in thought, until the conductor's announcement jolted me back to reality. Next stop, Ravenscroft Station. Gathering my belongings, I disembarked and was greeted by a tall, thin man holding a placard with my name. His sharp features and cold demeanor sent a shiver down my spine. Miss Blackwood, I presume, he intoned. Yes, that's me, I replied, forcing a smile. I am Mr. Thorne, the caretaker of Blackwood Manor. Please, follow me. We walked to a waiting carriage, its black horses stamping impatiently. The ride to the manor was silent, the only sounds being the clatter of hooves and the occasional call of a distant bird. As we gained a bend, Blackwood Manor came into view. The imposing Gothic structure loomed against the darkening sky, its stone walls covered in creeping ivy. Tall, narrow windows stared like vacant eyes, and the air seemed to grow colder as we approached. I couldn't suppress a gasp. The manor was both magnificent and intimidating, a relic of a bygone era. Welcome to your new home, Miss Blackwood, Mr. Thorne said, his expression unreadable. The grand foyer of Blackwood Manor was a testament to its former glory. A massive chandelier hung from the vaulted ceiling, casting flickering light upon the marble floor. Portraits of stern-faced ancestors lined the walls, their eyes seeming to follow me as I moved. Mr. Thorne led me through the manor, pointing out various rooms, the drawing room, the library, the dining hall, all filled with antique furniture and decor. Despite the grandeur, a sense of neglect permeated the air. Dust-covered surfaces and cobwebs adorned the corners. You will find your quarters prepared, Miss Blackwood, Mr. Thorne said, opening a door to a spacious bedroom. If you require anything, do not hesitate to ask. Thank you, Mr. Thorne, I replied, setting my suitcase down. Left alone, I explored the room, running my fingers over the ornate bedposts and examining the intricate patterns of the wallpaper. A large window overlooked the expansive grounds, where the skeletal remains of a once thriving garden lay dormant. As night fell, I found myself drawn to the library. The scent of aged paper and leather filled the air as I perused the shelves, filled with volumes on history, science, and literature. One book, in particular, caught my eye, a leather-bound journal, with the initials Arbashan embossed on the cover. Curiosity getting the better of me, I opened the journal and began to read. The handwriting was elegant yet hurried, the entries detailing Lord Reginald's fascination with the occult and his obsession with contacting the spirit world. Mentions of seances, rituals, and cryptic symbols filled the pages, painting a picture of a man consumed by dark pursuits. A chill settled over me as I read the final entry. I have found it, the key to eternal life. Tonight, I shall perform the ritual and transcend this mortal coil. Should I succeed, the Blackwood legacy will endure forever. The ink trailed off, as if abruptly interrupted. My heart pounded in my chest. What had my great-uncle been involved in, and what had become of him? That night, I struggled to sleep, my mind racing with the revelations from the journal. The manor's silence was oppressive, broken only by the occasional creak of settling wood and the distant howl of the wind. As I drifted between wakefulness and sleep, a faint whisper reached my ears. a soft, unintelligible murmur that seemed to come from within the room. I sat up, straining to listen, but the sound ceased. Dismissing it as my imagination, I lay back down, only for the whispering to resume, louder this time. My breath caught in my throat as I scanned the darkened room, my eyes falling upon the antique mirror opposite the bed. In the dim light, I could make out a shadowy figure standing behind my reflection, a woman with hollow eyes and a mournful expression. I spun around, but the room was empty. Heart pounding, I turned back to the mirror, only to find my own pale face staring back at me.